I was thinking about a story in the Bible about the 10 lepers, and you can find it in Luke, the 17th chapter, the 11th through the 19th verse, and how there were 10 lepers together, and Yahusha was passing through Samaria, and they cried out to him, and he told them to go show themselves to the priest. And as they was going, they were healed. All 10 of them were healed, but only one returned to give the Most High the glory. And that one was a Samaritan. Now the Samaritans and the Jews, they didn't have no dealings with each other, and the reason why, because they considered the Samaritans were like a mixed breed. They married outside of their race, and they had different beliefs when it came to certain religious beliefs and things of that nature. So they really didn't have no dealings with one another. But I found it mighty interesting that these 10 was together then. 9 were the King James to say Jews. I say the Yahudim, and one was a Samaritan, but they all was together. They was all together then. I thought that was interesting. And another interesting part, they looked down on the Samaritans, but yet the Samaritan was the only one to give the Most High the glory. These what Yahusha was telling us here, it's a reason for that. But anyway, my whole point is to never forget where the Most High has brought you from. And that's one of my prayers. And I always pray that. So I got to thinking today how when my husband and I first relocated to the state that we're in now, how we were struggling. Things didn't go the way we planned them. So the job didn't go through like he thought it was. He was constantly looking for work, couldn't find no work. So we ended up going down to social services and applying for assistance as a family. And we had just had a newborn, just weeks old. And so we went down there and applied as a family until we could get on our feet. So basically he ended up getting a job. Not much. It probably was a month later. He did find some full-time employment, but it really didn't pay much at all, which means we still was able to receive our food stamp benefits. They ain't had that EBT back then. We had the paper, the stamps, the paper money, whatever. It looked like play money. But we still was able to receive them at that time because we was at the poverty level. He did not make enough, even though he went to work every day. So until we was able to get on our feet and do better, when I was able to enter the workforce to help out, we was able to get off all the benefits. Because I think when he started working, the money part stopped. I think we was able to keep Medicaid for my daughter. And then we just got food stamps and, of course, WIC and all that. So then when we got on our feet, we got off of everything. Once I went to work and he started making a little more money, and then I went to work, we was able to get off of all the assistance. But I just said it because I don't want to never forget what the Most High, where he brought me from. He's not a respecter of persons. He could, what he did for me, he'll do for you too. But I thought about that there was a government shutdown during that time. We moved where we're at. We moved down here in 1995. 1995 was a shutdown. It was only for 5 days. Bill Clinton was the president at the time. And then in 96, they had another shutdown. This one lasted for 21 days. But I'm going to have to tell you, this administration, this government is just plain wicked. No time did they ever stop the benefits. Like the food stamps and things of that nature, the food assistance programs, none of that never stopped. It never even came up. And from what I heard today, that they actually have emergency funds to cover that, but they refuse to do it. So, but they found the way to send Argentina $20 billion and thinking about sending them some more. That's interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting to me now that you got all these so-called Christians in the government holding office, and they claim to be Christian. I mean, Christian, they told me that means you're a follower of Christ. I can't tell. I mean, I just can't tell. But anyway, I'll be trying to make some more little short videos because this thing is really burning me up. But y'all keep me in prayer, and let's pray for those who are less fortunate than us. And if you have the means, by any means, I don't care if you give somebody $1 that's in need. Let's help one another and look out for one another. Be blessed.